Hello everyone, today we will talk about the transit of Jupiter. Transiting Jupiter is in a square with natal Venus. How transiting Jupiter will behave in a square with natal Venus depends on the position of natal Venus. This transit may be more prominent in your life if you already have planets aspecting your natal Venus. But the basics are as follows. During this challenging Jupiter aspect, it will be harder for you to find the motivation to get things done, as you tend to be passive and wait for opportunities to present themselves, rather than actively seeking them. Another thing is that work and other obligations are particularly boring at this time. This transit evokes compulsive feelings and conflicts with the desire for freedom, simply because you feel that overindulgence should be the theme of this transit. But what happens is that you sympathize with the wrong sympathies and lavishly indulge yourself. You have big plans for love, for romance, affection, pleasure, but your knowledge and belief in it cannot follow your love. And this happens because of laziness and lack of desire, because when it comes to love relationships that begin under this transit, it is important to approach them with caution. Overindulgence will be a big problem now. Feeling optimistic and wanting to please will cause even more problems later when it's all caught up. But various festivals and social gatherings are attractive and you enjoy meeting new people, especially people from different cultures and customs. In that festive mood and joy, your mood is contagious, and others will be happy to join you in the fun, laughing, playing and singing. But as we have already stated, even though it is a wonderful time for parties, you will still expect that things and romance will come to you on their own. So does your desire for pleasure, which increases dramatically, and you'll likely overestimate your ability to indulge and get away with it. Either way, a tendency to rudeness, superficiality, lust, and intemperance will bring difficulties in relations with strangers, especially because you are unwilling to admit the immediate and permanent consequences of experiencing only the pleasures of life. Some of you will see it as yes, wanting too many good things is not terrible, of course. This transit happens every 6 years. Difficult aspects between Jupiter and Venus will not only make you passive, but it will be difficult to find a meaningful relationship. The incompatibility of the planets will also show differences in the transits, so that the first and second transits can be completely different. While for individuals, effort and concentration will be very difficult, and productivity at work will be reduced, especially if the area of their work requires an effort of concentration. Others will appear insincere or superficial. People with Venus in Sagittarius, Taurus and Scorpio can experience the worst versions of this transit. Therefore, keep self-control, do not lead yourself to complacency and laziness. Because in the end, the most surprising consequence will be your own dissatisfaction after you have fully surrendered to something that you hoped would be satisfying. So, you won't be happy even then. One thing you can check is the limitations and liability fields. If your husband or partner demands too much, then you will feel extremely uncomfortable, because it will be difficult for you to understand why they cannot put aside their worries and have fun. Although this period will bring heightened all senses of sensibility. If possible, consider taking a vacation to recharge your batteries. This will give you a refreshing break and allow you to return with renewed energy and focus. At the annual, think about how to find a balance between being passive and actively looking for opportunities. How to approach love relationships with patience and willingness to face challenges. Be careful not to spoil yourself with pleasant activities. Consider how to create a more comfortable and creative atmosphere in your relationships, while maintaining a sense of groundedness. The answer, of course, is not to say yes to everything and everyone. It is important to be patient and willing to work on all the challenges that arise. Take care of any obsessive or compulsive tendencies and you'll be fine.